I want you to take a moment with me, quick a second, to imagine a world where we don't have to make a bunch of phone calls, sit in a waiting room for hours on end, or save a date 6 months out to get helpful health information from our busy doctors and other healthcare professionals. Well, my friend, that's no longer mere fantasy. That's exactly what you'll get every summer at the Greater West Bloomfield Health and Wellness Fair, which is back on Wednesday, June 11th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at West Bloomfield Town Hall. It's a massive partnership between our local healthcare community, the township government, and of course, all put on by a business team that never takes a day off, the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Joining me for even more information on the upcoming event is Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Suzanne Levine. Thank you so much for being here, Suzanne.
Good morning and happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday to you as well, as we're talking about this on a Monday edition of the Splash Live, the 16th annual Health and Wellness Fair coming to the Town Hall on Wednesday, June 11th. What can we expect in 2025?
You can expect the same great, diverse medical, health, and wellness vendors, businesses, organizations. West Bloomfield Hospital, again, is going to be a major standout at this event. And you can just really think about all the great networking. So if you're a business, you can come to network and learn more about some of the people that you may be able to partner with. And if you're the public, you're going to get lots of information about different opportunities to improve your health and wellness.
And it's an interesting event, too, because it allows people to come in and, like you said, if they're a business, they can network. But if they're an everyday person just strolling through the community, they got a little bit of time in that middle of the afternoon, in the middle of their week, they can get a lot of information in quick succession that can really help them and their loved ones. How much of an emphasis is there on that ability to be sort of a one-stop shop for people to get their questions answered in quick succession?
Well, it's really great because we have so many different kind of medical health and wellness businesses there that they can get a business card, they can, sort of explain their issues. All of these people that are attending will be able to at least connect with someone and, possibly make an appointment. I think it's such a great opportunity because we don't always know who the health professionals in our community are. And some of them, for whatever reason, aren't as well known. So this is just a great way for them to showcase what they offer. And I think that for our community, it's a great opportunity for them to get the information they need without, as you say, making 1,000 phone calls, having to Google. And we know that health and money are trust issues. So how great is it for them to actually talk to a human being and, perhaps, make a connection and feel the trust and the love that these people have for our community to make sure that we are very vibrant, because we know the older you get, the more involved you need to be in healthcare options. So I'm really excited because we have a lot of seniors that attend. They should bring their children because these are important decisions that they're going to have to make down the road.
And you're not only getting introduced to these resources, you're often interfacing with the very people that you would be meeting with if you make an appointment down the line, too. And that's a really important part of this also, is to give people opportunities to meet the healthcare providers that we have here in Greater West Bloomfield, because what's impressive about our healthcare community in comparison and even in contrast to some of our neighboring communities here in southeastern Michigan is Greater West Bloomfield really does have a little bit of everything across the board when it comes to the healthcare community.
Absolutely. And we also have the aesthetic part. What did Billy Crystal used to say? It's better to look good than to feel good. But that's also important. So we have such a diverse group of individuals. We have physical therapists, we have some doctors, we have some med spas. We have our great Nina Lopayton, who is with Direct Hearing, and she will test hearing out for free. Because if you can't hear what's going on in a conversation, you're missing out of probably 90% of your life. And she's really great, a great resource to direct people, and there's no charge for that. So this is why it's such a great opportunity. We have Drip IV. We know that, boosting your immunity, especially during all these seasons, because we know that COVID and flu and colds are never going away. But if you can boost your immunity, What a great way to help stave off any of these diseases or help you fight them so that if you do get them, you have a milder case of whatever's going around.
Suzanne Levine is with us on the Splash Live today, the executive director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Their 16th annual Greater West Bloomfield Health and Wellness Fair is happening Wednesday, June 11th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at West Bloomfield Town Hall. More information on that and plenty of other summer fun from the Chamber can be found on westbloomfieldchamber.com. And Suzanne, 16 years now of this event at West Bloomfield Town Hall in partnership with all these different healthcare providers, local businesses, and of course, the Chamber. How have you seen this evolve in the past 15 years and ultimately lead to the purpose and the execution of it today?
Well, I've seen like a great interest in this. In the beginning, we had a few people come in. In years past, we've had hundreds of people come in, but I think what's been really great about the evolution of the health fair is that there is a greater interest in learning more about how to take care of ourselves. And we know that that's sort of the secret key to making sure that you live a long, great life. And I love the fact that our seniors, we have a very vibrant senior community here. They're very active and they are taking, the bull by the horns, and they want to know more about how they can prolong their lives, the great success of their lives. And we have so many different options in our community, and we're very grateful to the township for allowing us to, have this event in their township offices. It's a great event. It's easy access, and we have a lot of great partners like West Bloomfield Parks and Rec, and of course Civic Center TV, and Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. And so it's a great opportunity. We have healthcare providers like United Healthcare and HAP that are going to provide some of the information about different insurance options. And we have a Medicare specialist on site to talk about the different options. So this is such a great event because we have expanded who wants to attend it and who wants to participate in it.
So now that you've mentioned that, let's go through that information. Obviously, we got a bunch of these participants that come back every single year, like you had mentioned earlier on. But for other healthcare providers or health-adjacent professionals in our community, if they still want to participate, can they do so in this upcoming health fair?
Absolutely. We still have a limited amount of tables left. So if someone wants to contact me at wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com, 248-626-3636, or even go online and register for this event. It is a little bit of an upcharge for non-members because we are always trying to promote our members, but certainly they're welcome to participate. So by the end of this week, it will be closed. So I urge them if they're interested. And it's really great because we have some new businesses that are participating, and I always welcome them because the more information you have, the better armed you are to make, intelligent, good decisions for you and your family.
Again, that is wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com, phone number 248-626-3636. You can also find that contact information on westbloomfieldchamber.com. June 11th, next week, Wednesday, from the time that we're having this interview live. Wednesday, June 11th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Registration for those businesses will close very soon. So if you want to get involved, now is the time to do so. Suzanne, on the other side, for patrons that will be attending this event, what do they need to know? Is there a fee to attend? Can they just walk in?
It's free to attend. There's lots of swag. So, bring a bag, but I'm sure some of the vendors will have bags also. And just be prepared to, gather as much information as you possibly can, take business cards, make conversation, ask the hard questions. And if they can't answer it, then I'm sure, you can call the office and they'll give you someone that can. But this is really important because, as I say, I cannot stress enough. Your health, there's nothing more important than your health and family. And this is a great way to gather information to make sure that you stay healthy as long as possible.
I owe Deanna Grove from Drip IV an injection. I told her last year I would do the electrolytes. I got too busy at the health fair. So much going on with our broadcast and our coverage out there and all the other
I'm
business.
probably going to make sure that I get one because I'll be running around.
Yeah, please. Absolutely. It's a busy day out there, but it's a good day out there. I'd encourage people to attend, or at the very least to stay tuned for our coverage on civiccentertv.com. We're joined by the Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, Suzanne Levine, on the Splash Live today. The Greater West Bloomfield Health and Wellness Fair, Wednesday, June 11th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at West Bloomfield Town Hall. Suzanne, before we let you go, anything else the good people of Greater West Bloomfield should know about this?
I want to, well, yes. I mean, just, come and spend as long as you want. It's a great event. And just, we sent out a flyer. We're really hoping that people will nominate people in our community for our Key to the Township Awards breakfast, July 30th at Wabi Country Club. And there's 5 different categories. And I'm sure everyone knows of a business person, an entrepreneur, spirit of the community, health and wellness. So please make sure that you nominate someone that doesn't always get, they all have to just live, work, or play. So the criteria is pretty open in our area. These are people that contribute to the well-being of West Bloomfield Township, and that's the health of our community. So in a way, it's kind of related.
Well, Suzanne, we appreciate you coming on to tell us more about this, and look forward to another fun day out at West Bloomfield Town Hall at the 2025 Health and Wellness Fair. Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you again.